welcome back to Relics of the Past. As I am Salt, the DM for this wondrous tale, and I'm gathered with the same usual crew, with Goblin,
It's me, Goblin! And jump. Wait a minute.
I swear.
That's my life.
Well
dumbass.
then.
and Michaeleen.
Michaeleen of Gaidala, also known as I'm Viking.
Siren,
Estrella Palma, it's nice to see all of you again. I am voiced by Siren, also known as Persephone Crestomancy, ASMR performer and writer. Sorry, I had to.
please. Honestly, if you do that from now on, stuff that would be good and stuff. Again, we need to start branching out. Boo.
I am the Count. And hi, I'm Boo.
Along with Nate Drago and Ace Dare. Sibling.
At a time.
Fuck your sibling shit. Do that again.
Hey. Fine, Nate Drago.
Let's not talk about that. Kate. I had the voice a second ago. Fuck. Volt.
We're off to a great start.
Ace
Yay.
Dare.
This is what we're
Ace
usually.
Dare.
The name's Abe Volt. It's beautiful to meet you all again. I am voiced by Ace Daredevil. It's good to see you all again. I fucking did it too, so whatever.
I only did that because he introduced me as Michaeleen, not Viking.
Leave the voice in, dog. Leave the mess ups in. Other than fuck.
Yeah, obviously that's getting taken out because again we
no.
have to
You know
make
what?
it 10
You know what we
minutes.
should all do right now? We should all say a non-curse word so that Abe can take that voice line and splice it in as our bleeps.
How about no?
Anywho, so long story short, recap time. Last session was very much of a emotional, lots of emotional baggage happened. We learned a good deal of Michaeleen's backstory along with Estrella's backstory. Michaeleen and Estrella did visit the grave of Ilia, which for some reason spawned new growth and produced a red apple for some reason. Who knows? Who knows? They also bumped
Kain
into.
got very bored.
Yes, Kain got very bored. Until the end, where he got to fight, but that's later. Eder bumped into the caretaker, visited with her a bit, and Abe got approached by a few of the researchers who ended up introducing him to dwarf crafter of the guild. Just saying, that's a very nice gun, one of my personal favorites.
Colt 36.
Yeah. I just love the look of it.
It is nice.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, continue.
Anyway, after some showing off of tech, everyone ended up at the job board. Or looking around, visiting. And so currently the camera is on Michaeleen, Kain, and
Oh yeah, let's we left off. I was talking.
yeah, Michaeleen, Kain, and Eris right behind them.
Because that punk ass bitch tried to cheap shot me.
Yes.
Does Michaeleen notice Eris behind him right now?
I'm gonna say, put it this way, you're used to her. Kain is not. So you just feel a looming presence, you know who it is. Kain, you feel a looming presence. Your predator instinct is kicked in. How do you react?
Sexy.
Well, good
He meant violent predator, not sexual.
Mhm. That's what they all say.
That's
I
what the
mean,
priest said
sometimes I
last
get.
Sunday.
Sometimes they get. Sometimes
That's
they
Good
get.
night,
horrible.
everybody.
Mwah! Good night, everybody.
Asshole hooks.
Well, you forget.
That's all,
My
folks.
predator sense
Oh
isn't
my
gonna
goodness.
really kick in like that.
Well, put it this way. Put it this way. There's something behind you and you don't like it.
Not there's something behind you and you're suddenly turned on.
Like you
Yeah, I'm not
feel
sold.
like there is some kind of bloodlust.
I don't get turned
behind
on when
you.
there's things behind me.
Uh-huh.
But yeah.
Sure, buddy.
Just saying, she ain't
cannot-
touching your ass. She ain't touching your ass.
Wait, didn't she literally walk up and slap my ass?
Yes,
At
she
one
did.
point.
At one
Literally,
point,
we
not the
left
current.
off
Why?
with
So
her
you didn't
walking
get
up and
turned on
slapping my ass.
Maybe that's what she does this time. You just have to get to the point.
Get
But
on with it!
yeah, I'm just gonna just turn.
You see Eris is behind you, dwarfing you by a good bit.
She's like not even a foot taller. She's like 7'5". I'm 6'7".
Terminology is
she's-
not really important here.
Her presence dwarfs you. Let's just say that. Anyway, Michaeleen turns to her and has an easy smile on his face. Commander Valheim, how are you? I do believe that you took my friend here last night. Not going to say much about that as it's a little weird.
Oh, don't worry, Michaeleen. And he was suitable.
I'm going to brush past that. Are
So-
you here for that?
Oh, you mean pummeling you to the ground? Out? Absolutely. As she proceeds to crack her knuckles.
I've picked up a few tricks from the last time we sparred. Don't expect this to go the same way.
Oh, I'm expecting you to give a bit more of a fight than last time. Again, you barely lasted 3 swipes before I got you.
Keep in mind, I was also only 23.
But you were still able to dodge, what, half my attacks?
I've gotten much faster now.
I hope I see that. So, as she puts one of her hands on your shoulder, or at least, are you going to be joining us?
Whose
Who is
shoulder
she?
does she put her hand on?
Kane's.
Okay,
gotta
explain
specify
'cause she
that.
was you gotta specify that because she was talking to Michaeleen last.
Okay. My bads, my bads.
What am I joining?
Oh, just a bit of a sparring match between me and Michaeleen, and he needs to get tested, and you seem like a good candidate to join the guild.
Sure, because that other punk ass cat tried to cheap shot me. Regretted it.
Other punk ass cat? Which one?
There's several.
I don't know. He
Punk.
had beef with Michaeleen. That's all I know.
Oh,
That week.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that one. We walk in. He literally just tries to stab me in the back after
That's
requesting a
how
spar.
that's how Thudwick typically plays. But
That's
he
pretty
did.
hard for the course.
Yeah. The main reason why he did is just put it this way: him and Michaeleen have a bit of history together, and he was just seeing if you were up to snuff of the whole iron sharpen iron, whatever
If
the
he
fuck
was as fast
phrase.
as Michaeleen, he might have been a threat.
Really? She kind of looks towards Michaeleen stuff with a bit of a. So you have improved your speed. Like almost eager to see a new speed level. How fast you are.
I know that the Mirage Chamber is not working, but it's still a big arena.
It is.
Is that where this test will be held?
Yeah, it's the biggest place we got available. But I was looking for that robot friend of yours. What was his name again?
Hold on, I got his
Abe.
ass.
Abe. All of a sudden, Kain just kind of shrieks out. Everyone just kind of looks towards and stuff. Abe, you just get this feeling on the back of your neck for a second, and then you just sigh.
There's a cunt calling for me.
I would have thought that he yelled it so loud that it echoed throughout.
Yeah,
Kind of loud.
I'm yelling. That's how I'm
on
yelling.
the ship.
does.
Abe hears it slowly on the wind until the shockwave of him yelling it. Abe!
Like the
No,
God fucking
Abe,
damn it.
Abe, Wombat, Abe.
The fuck?
Oh
I
my
don't get that.
gracious.
I don't get that.
Was that somebody calling you there? Daryl Gearson says, who is also still on the Seraphim with Abe.
Hey, Michaeleen,
Yes, that would be my...
quick question. Would it be okay if I give Eris like max HP?
Seeing as how she's the one conducting a test on Michaeleen to test his skill, more HP the better. The more that I can deal out to her, the probably better she will be able to gauge his skill level.
Can I do a non-lethal crit with my weapon?
Well, of course you can.
Yeah, you can
Cool.
you can do subdue damage.
So I can
Subjugation.
non-lethally decapitate her.
Essentially, what you'd be doing is the Saitama death punch that stops like an inch before Genos's nose and blasting air all around her. Only this would be like the cleaver stopping right before her neck and like a massive plume of air.
Punch from One Punch Man that created an entire new fucking valley.
Yes.
Abe just looks at the dwarf and goes, "Yes, that would be my bumbling twin brother. I believe he needs me for something, so
There's
here we go."
another one of you, Metalman.
Sort
You
of.
said he was your twin brother.
It's complicated. Let's go see and find out.
All right.
Oh. Abe's like looking at his shorted out teleportation runes.
Well, shit.
I forgot about that.
A little
Oh, wait,
skip
it is.
a little skip kind of pops out of the engine bay, floats up to where you guys are.
Old fashioned way it is.
Even this would help deploy hunters to places that need them.
Well, I am
You
now.
really should consider joining the order.
Oh, trust me, you're selling me on it so far. Abe and the dwarf are gonna hop on the skiff as it flies to the headquarters. With a non-Nodo. Or with an Odon.
Greetings, sir.
You need to make a cloaking device for that.
service.
Yeah, Nodos and Orons.
Odons.
Odons. Nodo
Like
and
Udon.
Odons.
Nodo and his Odons.
Sounds like a band.
You know, they were thinking about it. But that leads to a union, and I don't really want to have to deal with that.
Why are you all like this? Why are you all like
The other
this?
ones aren't people. They don't get a union.
We are
Fuck your non-humanic rights.
How do you make that voice anyway? What the
Nah,
heck? What
Abe's
is
just
like
gonna
this
do this.
doing?
You don't get rights.
You can just.
Oh.
You're basically rubbing your finger up and down on your lips as you speak.
It's pretty
Alright, back to
Okay.
it. We can keep doing that all
Yeah,
night.
you guys are getting distracted. And y'all think I got the attention span of a coked up goldfish.
Okay, so
Is that a challenge?
Let's get back to the campaign, please.
let's get back to it. So Abe, you and everyone proceed to hop back onto Jawbone. You join suit on the skiff as well. Anyway, the camera will proceed to pan to Eiko. Eiko, you woke up early this morning, and it's currently like an hour before the afternoon finally hits. But you've been kind of walking the stalls and just kind of thinking to yourself, maybe a little chit chat with the noble if they walk by, but very much just walking through, kind of just mulling over your thoughts. And you just kind of just thinking to yourself, just trying to get a better comprehension of like, what the fuck was that dream about? Because all you can remember is you were in your bed, and then you were in a red room. Some fish guy walked up to you, crumpled you up, and then black.
Tossed you into
I hope Eiko gets PTSD from the
And then I found out that my grandson may be coming.
That as well. That's honestly, that's more so the major thought on your head. Besides just, I got wadded like paper.
I like to imagine he actually folded him into an origami swan.
That'd be painful.
Nah, he was crumpled up like a ball, and then Big Bear
No, he
went
was
like
an
Kobe
origami
and,
boat.
threw him
He was
in.
an origami boat.
Um,
He was the captain. What do you want? It was
Like that origami like flick ball thing. that
I
you did.
guess
Whatever.
the count wouldn't be paying attention too much to where he is walking. He may or may not bump into somebody, but the more he starts thinking about it, the more out of body he's sort of getting, and he's just he's
Eiko,
kind of in like autopilot.
Eiko, I will say this: as you're walking, you kind of not paying attention to your feet, as you actually accidentally bump a small pot that was holding some stuff, as what looks like to be a bunch of berries, grapes, plums, something gets spilled out across this very ornately weaved carpet that's been laid on the ground. And it kind of snaps you out of your stupor for a second. I can't with the whole. So, pot filled with some sort of fruit spills on the ground over this ornately weaved carpet that's a part of a market stall, and it kind of snaps you out of your stupor for a second.
Jawbone looks at the fruit immediately, like looks away in panic.
Jawbone you're on the
skiff.
Oh shit!
Flying back towards Kaidala.
Yes.
You might fly over him.
Continue.
Would I be able to cast mending and then prestidigitation on everything I spilt, so I don't have to bend down and pick everything up?
Unfortunately, that would not work. You can use your
You
tail
do it, old
to
man.
kind of sweep it.
Chop.
Do you have Mage Hand where you could just like
Oh, I do have Mage Hand. Yeah, I can just
No.
like individually just
No, Mage Hand plus thing uses the hand like dust pan.
Yeah, and if the berries and whatnot are dirty, I can cast prestidigitation and make them clean.
Okay. As you kind of look around, you hear a voice. Oh, my apologies. I should not have put it that close to the walkway. Hey, as you hear this voice, hearing the voice just kind of fills you with like a natural mentality. But as you look towards to where the voice comes from, you see this very thin man. He the best way I can describe him is take like the color facial structure of like an Indian person, but then extreme gaunt, like very, very thin. And one thing to note, his ears cannot be seen. They are covered by what looks like to be a turban. As he does have a like jet black mustache. But you can see he has 8 thin, spindly arms that are much longer than an arm should be. As he sits cross-legged with what looks like to be a very robe kind of covering in his legs. And it seems to also kind of wrap around his chest a little bit, it adding some additional coverage. My apologies, sir. His 2 of his hands proceed to outstretch as he proceeds to start cleaning them up a little bit and gathering them up.
Apologies myself. I should have paid attention more to where I was walking. I am sorry. Eiko is looking maybe a little physically. I wouldn't say shaken up because he wasn't assaulted or anything. He definitely his mind's a little racing, but proceeds to help the I guess with picking up the fruit and whatnot that is spilled.
The merchant seems to notice this. Sir, by any chance would you seem rather out of it? Would you care for assistance, or I have wares that might help? Above board, how's my voice coming? How's my voice coming in when I do that?
When you do the accent.
A little
Yes.
quiet, but do it again.
My apologies, sir.
No, you're good.
Okay.
Did you watch those voice acting video things that I sent you? Those little 2-minute things of how to do certain accents?
Not yet. I'll watch them later.
They very much help. They helped me do it. They helped me get Michaeleen's voice done and ready.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I should watch this.
So. Eiko, your reaction to being offered assistance or goods?
What wares?
Oh, Ataik's wares are always the finest of qualities. When he says Taik, it seems to rattle in your ears a bit and kind of linger before kind of fading away. It makes you think of something in the back of your head, but would you like to pursue trying to think of like where have you heard like any information on Taiks?
I was gonna wait for you to finish before I would to try and roll history or insight on this person.
Okay.
I guess insight.
Insight. So insight, you can check their intentions and motives and stuff. So it's not just
I
a
don't
lie
want this
detector.
old man to get swindled.
Of course.
Especially with his grandson coming.
If he even is her. 14 plus insight is wisdom, so that would be. Oh wait, I have a proficiency on it, so that would be 14 plus 8. Jeez. So that'd be 24.
Okay. You can tell Absolute he is speaking the truth. Motivation-wise, he seems to have the motivation to sell goods.
What do you offer?
Whatever.
In medicine, if any.
As a Taik merchant, we dabble in various remedies, from ointments and potions to herbal supplements that are consumed directly. Dried goods as well.
I require some numbing.
Numbing of the mind?
Yes.
Then I would recommend this. As one of his arms kind of reaches back behind him. And just the way it's moving just feels unsettling the way it is. As he proceeds to pull out what looks like to be a small box, about yay big. He proceeds to set it
History
down.
check on what he is. I don't think you told me exactly what he is. I just want to know if I'm able to tell what he is. That's 6 plus. I think 6 plus 7, so that's 13.
13 altogether.
Yeah, 13.
I'll say you know this. He is a Taik. Taiks are an interesting people. They are very commonplace in markets, but even within market standards, you don't see them very often. They have very high quality goods, that is said. But
there's at least one for every market.
Roughly, yes. They typically sometimes you are lucky you can find them on the broad straight, sometimes they're in the back alley. They're all around. Very typically you only see one of them, but very rarely you'll sometimes see a trio of them in one place.
Okay.
You know that they are very mysterious people. Not much is known about them, but most people just the goods are good, but there's just something unsettling about them that everyone seems to notice.
Well, as Eiko is an unsettling person himself, and he gets it.
No. Even Eiko himself is unsettled by this.
I mean, he's unsettled by it, but he knows that he is also unsettling, so he understands.
That's for sure.
Doesn't mean he doesn't. It doesn't mean he's not unsettled.
Anyway,
but
as he proceeds, this creature proceeds to pull out this small box. He proceeds to open up the lid, and 4 trays on each side kind of fold out with a bottom compartment. He pulls out what looks like to be the tiny head of this bull. It looks like a black button at first, but when you look at it, it is a mushroom head that's been picked and dried. I would recommend one of these. He's placed on the bottom of your mouth underneath the tongue. Allow it to soak up and seep out its juices. It has a very calming effect for disturbed minds.
How much would you charge? Does, say, 30 silver sound fair?
30 silver, my friend. And you overestimate. I'll give you this taste, Ace, as a gift. As apologies for putting my wares in your way. As he proceeds to take that singular mushroom cap and put it into your palm.
Eiko quickly puts it in his mouth and places it under his tongue.
You put it underneath.
He kind of grips one of his hands and just tries to breathe in and out of his nose.
As it sits on your tongue, you can almost immediately taste like this slight mustiness is an earthy tone to it. But as you see it deal, you kind of feel it start softening underneath your tongue. As you start sucking on it, you feel that it sucks up like the moisture in your mouth and then proceeds to start oozing something as it starts like working its way under it. Once it kind of gets rehydrated a bit, it switches taste from like a musty earthy taste to soft sweetness to bitterness and just thing. But as like the taste kind of starts coming, but then your head like starts getting this like cloudy light, like put this way, this is some good shit. As the worry and stress, like all the tension in your body proceeds to just kind of loosen up, and it almost feels like you're just like it's like you're having almost slight difficulty kind of keeping your balance, in the sense that it's like you're that mellowed out right now.
Can he taste colors?
Can he hear in Braille?
Can he smell sound? You gave him a mushroom.
Can
He's tripping balls.
can he feel?
Taste.
He took
Can
one.
he feel all the colors of the wind?
No,
send
I
me
can
pain
hear
with them.
Yushin more.
Can he
It's
taste
the opposite
sight?
effect.
Can he hear? Can he hear his squeedly spooch?
I can
Okay.
hear him in my.
Sound.
I can hear him in my thoughts.
Okay. Put
All
simply.
right, enough fucking around.
Okay, put simply, at least, Eiko has taken one mushroom. If he takes another one, he would majorly start tripping balls. He's just in the major zone phase, at least.
Thank you. Thank you. Your name, sir. Your name.
Oh, my name has no A Taik's name has no importance, no real value. I am simply a Taik merchant.
Hmm. Oh, so similar. Thank you very much. I needed that.
Roger Rabbit. Thanks. I needed that.
All right.
Okay. You know what? I'm gonna say, Ayako, roll me a D4.
A D4. Well, that's an unusual thing to roll out of the blue. But hey, I'll humor you. As a 4.
Okay, you're gonna be out for 4 hours.
Oh fuck. Out?
Eiko's gone.
No. Put this way, you'll be super. Put this way, you're mellow for the next 4 hours.
Okay. So I'd like to think that this brings him down to a rational person, so all the war crimes he has done has just completely just silenced. I can think for once. Wow.
Maybe think of getting a prescription written up for that stuff.
I might need to. I have heavy PTSD.
Do you know how hard it is to convince an old person to take meds? It's not easy.
I guess with this newer, more brighter feel, I am more or less going to happily explore. Although Ayako is very certainly kind of wondering where everyone else is.
Ayako, do you have any any detection spells like you can search where people are at? Spells at your disposal?
Let me see. No, not necessarily.
Okay. I'm gonna say you use a little bit of reasoning. You've been out for it's like an hour till noon. You presume most of the party members should be at the guild hall, if not fairly close to it. So you decide to make the choice to head back to the guild hall to just check to see if anyone's there.
Okay.
Yeah, Ayako will start heading over towards the guild hall.
I'm gonna say, just to save time and make things a little bit easier for myself, as you're walking back towards the guild hall, you kind of hear something in the air, and Abe, roll me perception check since you're kind of just riding the boat.
Okie day. Oh, I'm loving this dice. That is an 18, and that would be plus active or passive?
Are you looking around?
Probably not.
Okay. Then what's your passive perception then?
Plus 13.
You're gonna hit Eiko.
Nah.
Oh no.
Odd or even. Odd or even.
Odd.
As you go down, you see what looks like to be an Eiko shaped person down Sarah, and I will say this. They look like Eiko, but they're walking slightly different.
Well, aren't you going to greet them?
A grenade would be really funny right now.
Why? Why
Haven't
must
you built
use
any prank?
grenade?
Haven't you built any prank ones yet? Dude! Arcane, Season 1, the paint grenades.
No. Abe's got something worse. Remember how the ship has...
Why are
Remember how
you
the ship had the
looking
sewage?
No.
Ew. Why are you looking
No.
to bully this old man who's finally just now no longer suffering from PTSD for even just a short while?
It's just gonna be a random thing to happen. It's not on purpose. It's just
It could
was time
totally
to
be a
purge
random thing as Abe pulls the lever on the ship, which released the exhaust disposal, which is a black sludge.
that lands right in front of Eiko.
Or on.
Okay.
That's up to the DM
No, no, no,
at this
no, no.
point.
You know what?
The DM gets to choose if he wants to be an asshole.
Okay. How high up are you?
Not very high.
Give me footage.
He has to get over the walls of Kaidala.
So give me
Well-
footage at least.
I don't know, maybe 50 feet, 100 feet.
50 foot. Okay, that's a fit. Okay, I'm going to say 50. It's a 50-50 chance to hit him. Roll me percentile.
Okay.
Why? You know, I got gaseous form. If it gets close to me, I'll just turn into a
You don't
cloud of
know
smoke.
62.
That's a miss. Okay. I'm going to say you drop, it's like you drop it up it like right when you should, like it should land on him and stuff, but you overshot and it actually lands in front of him. Eiko, you hear...
Excuse me, what the fuck?
No. So Eiko, you just hear the sound of this just sound chink. Something kind of like goes through the air, then all of a sudden whiffs over your head and just in front as this like dark blackish liquid kind of hits the ground. Some people start looking up and stuff and kind of see that and just kind of gawk at the little skiff that's going by. Eiko, remember, you're mellow Eiko, looking up, and you recognize it as a flying machine. Well, the smaller one at least.
What the fuck, Abe?
That's actually very mellow.
All right then. Abe's gonna look over
remember,
the edge.
Remember,
damn it.
Eiko can fly. Eiko can frickin' fly.
Oh yeah, I can.
Does he have a
I'm
flight
going
speed of
to
100
guess-
of
I'm gonna
50?
use my spectral wings, and I'm gonna fly up, and I'm gonna hop on.
Eiko, it's good to see you. We're going to catch up with my fucktard of a brother right now. Want to join?
Why am I a
I'm sorry, but
fucktard?
what
I'm
nearly hit me?
intelligent.
I'm sorry.
What was that just a few seconds ago?
Discharge from the engine.
Eiko, I'm gonna say this. Something nearly hit you in the back of the head, but due to being above head, I'm gonna say it. You just assumed it came from somewhere else, and just and just put this way, it got you looking up, and you saw the boat fly by.
I
By the
can
way-
put 2 and 2 together. I'm not stupid.
Okay. But remember, you're nice, Eiko, right now.
No, I'm mellow, Eiko. That doesn't mean I'm nice.
Darn it. Should
I
outweigh
have-
him with the
You
weed
know, I've
later.
never met a mean
Towards the
person on
end.
drugs.
I worked in a parking lot doing carriages. I've met a lot
Okay,
of
let me
mean people on
rephrase.
drugs.
I've never met a mean person on mushrooms, pot, or shit like
Does
that.
Eiko have glaucoma? Can he get a weed card?
No, I do not have glaucoma.
Don't worry.
Fuck is glaucoma.
Do you have anxiety, panic attacks?
He has heart medication.
I have that.
As you do. Everyone always has heart medication.
Anyways, so I'm gonna do a slight bit of fast tracking just to get everyone a bit closer and things of that nature. If that isn't too much. Eiko ends up owning Abe, Jawbone, and the dwarf, and 3 researchers with an Odone clone. And where do you have the ship land itself? Or skiff? There, what do you have the skiff land?
Courtyard.
In the courtyard.
Courtyard, okay. If I'm trying to remember, is the courtyard in the back where the Mirage Chamber's at, or is
Courtyard is right in the front with the statue of William Athor protecting a mother and child from a drake.
Okay. Yeah. So,
Abe, I do have a question for you though, Abe.
What can I do?
That had a weird dream. I guess not too long ago. I mean, it sounds silly, but we were in a red room, and then I got crumpled up into a ball by a weird fish man.
Abe's looking at like a sphere that he's holding as he's kind of stuffing a powder into it.
And
Oh,
he
you
just,
mean the
like-
one with the kobold?
Yeah, that one. Oh, it was. So that was not a dream, I am assuming.
No,
No, it was a
from what I
dream.
can
That's
tell,
the
it was
only
a shared
explanation.
hallucination by something that was in the air.
okay. Abe, roll up. Okay. I'll say a perception check on Eiko.
Oh, I know. The dorm rooms that they were put in was right above the Engineers Guild, and the night before, one of the engineers was working with some chemicals. Some fumes got up, and yeah.
Maybe 21.
21. So, you definitely notice that Eiko is a bit more mellow than normal. At this, he even looks like he's kind of not as clenched so tight and stuff. Only dogs can
His
hear when he
posture
farts.
is a little better. Like he's not as hunched. And with that, you can tell that Eiko is surprisingly tall for an old fuck. Why are you
Eiko,
giving me that look?
something's wrong with you. No, that's
Something
not
wrong
right.
with you.
No, that's not right. Abe's gonna go over and forcibly hunch his back over.
Ow, 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 ow.
That's better.
Eiko proceeds to strain his back again.
Just, ugh.
See, now don't you feel like your normal self?
Feel a little more angry.
Him.
See, you're already feeling normal again.
him strains his posture again.
Like Eiko like leans back and cracks his back, and it sounds like like pasta being snapped in someone's mouth, like raw pasta, and just
Yeah. But you notice that Eiko himself, like with his posture, is much more relaxed. He's tall, but you also notice that he is actually surprised. Put this way, he is a buff grandpa to some extent. Not as buff as he once was, but you can most certainly tell and stuff that there is muscle underneath that.
And Abe just forcibly folded him.
You are a man made of machine with synthetic muscular fiber that is probably pound for pound stronger than anything organic.
Abe, I guarantee you Abe's strength score is higher than most of the characters. Not Kain, but I think most of the other characters, Abe's strength score is higher.
So, you guys proceed to line in front of the courtyard. Some people, you have a lot of onlookers and stuff, very amazed. You guys get off. Skip proceeds to take off by itself back to ship.
Can I
A good
flex
number
in
of
Okay.
the order members that were around sort of like put their chins to the thing like, if we could have multiple of those, we could deploy more people a lot more further places.
Okay, Jawbone's turn. Jawbone's turn. He's been waiting very patiently.
Can I flex in front of the onlookers before we continue?
Sure, performance check.
Hold on. Fuck.
What?
Shit, that's an 8. Not impressed, it seems.
Add your performance.
He
add your
goes to
performance.
flex and then pulls the muscle.
Yeah, my performance is +0. That's a nat 8.
Not hate.
He goes to flex and then pulls a muscle because he did it wrong.
No. You proceed to flex and stuff. You both feel your back muscles tense up really bad for a few seconds, and you also hear a rip as you just
no.
your britches.
Oh no, my trousers. I quickly yank them up and continue.
He's gonna scuttle along.
you see, it's
He
important.
didn't rip
to
one of his
stretch your
muscles. He doesn't
body.
need to visit the healer's hall.
No,
It's okay, I'll just take my like hood pelt and just cover that up with that.
Yeah. You proceed to take your hoof and wrap it around your backside to cover up your heart decorated loincloth. Michaeleen,
Yes.
you will see the party of the guild members and stuff that were with Abe, Jawbone, and Eiko walk into the hall. And it's like, I think Eris would basically look over. There he is. Might have the others join too. As you guys proceed to walk towards Michaeleen, Eris, and Kain. Michaeleen, you kind of look at the party and stuff and remember and stuff. I think you get my idea. Yeah, so. Well, is this everyone then? And looks to Michaeleen.
Yes, this is my party now.
And I'd like to clarify that with the party, Estrella is in her quail glamour. So.
Okay. Estrella was in the hall and walks over.
Sorry I'm late. I was writing something.
Oh, no apologies. It's so difficult trying to keep the voices straight, but no apologies, Dot. So, is this everyone? And proceeds to look around. And she kind of does like a bit of a rough head count. 1, 2, 3. Wow, this should surely be an interesting test. So, I'll explain all of you to my office. As she proceeds to start walking upstairs and into her office. You guys, I presume, follow.
Yes.
Yes.
Estrella follows, staying.
Is Kain watching her backside as they walk up the stairs?
Damn right I am. How far am I from said backside?
What's your party's marching order?
I figured
Eris
the
is
same
up
order we
front.
came in.
Probably Kain is right behind Eris, Michaeleen, Estrella, Abe, and then Eiko probably.
Kain
And
is gonna
Jabba.
hold back
Jump on the back is fine.
and just.
Okay, that might be
I'm sure
crossing the line
no
right
one will want
now.
to be. I'm sure no one will want to be standing behind me anyway after my little like show off accident.
No. We're there to stop you from exposing yourself.
I'm still gonna do what I said just because. Whatever the repercussions, it's worth it.
So you're saying you're going to warm up your hand, reel back, and you're gonna give
In return
Eris
for the in return for the not
booty slap she
unwelcome,
gave
but
Kain.
you upon.
Kain,
yeah.
does a 26 hit?
Yes.
As you do that, all of a sudden, she just, without even looking back, proceeds to kick you square in the chest and send you flying backwards off the staircase.
Oh,
Worth it.
ouch.
As you hit the other staircase on the opposite side, fall down the staircase.
Apologies, Commander Eris.
Start heading down the staircase and then just kick him as he lands.
Apologies, Commander Valhim. He can be a little bit excitable.
Her,
No,
kind
he's
of,
totally
no,
distracted.
she looks at you with a completely straight face. Oh, what was that, Michaeleen? I thought I felt a fly. For a moment.
Oh, I like her.
Put it this way. In anime terms and stuff, she would totally have the straight face, but one of those like slightly like pissed is things on the corner of her head.
That's fine. Entirely worth it.
I'm sure he did that quite a few times when they first tangoed.
Yes.
I want to say something, but I know it's gonna be a full rabbit trail, so I'm just not. Anyway, so
Find out we got a gentleman.
yes. Anywho, so she proceeds to kind of get up to the top railing and stuff. I've kind of looks back. Oh, is Kain not going to be joining us?
I'm
I
gonna
think he
yell from
will.
down on the stairs. You kicked me down the stairs.
She just proceeds to walk into her office.
I'm gonna hurry up the stairs.
Okay. After 2-3 quick moments of everyone entering the room, she proceeds to let everyone into the office, closes the door, and locks it. Locks it and stuff just to keep people out. Oh. So, she proceeds to stand in front of her desk. So, put simply.
One moment, I'm gonna be right back.
Okay. 5-minute break, everyone.
Dog
Coffee
stuff,
time.
sorry.
So, I don't know. I'll put things very plain and everyone to understand. Michaeleen used to be a member of the Order, and he is rejoining, which means standard practice is he was a high-ranking member, but due to him leaving and coming back, he has to take an exam to see if he's still up to where he once was. Depending on how it is, he will be re-ranked according to the test rattling. He was clarity ruby, about to become sapphire, but he left
All right. I'm very pleased with the chaos I caused.
or disappeared. To put simply, he is going through test. Usually we would use the Mirage Chamber for this. It's currently broken.
What happened to it?
We don't know. It just stopped working one day. But I hear, well, from what Michaeleen tells me, you, Abe, are rather well knowledgeable in old world tech. And to put things very plain and simply, I would need for you to even be able to walk into the chamber to look at it to maybe possibly repair it. You would either have to be a high-ranking member of the order, or a very close, trusted friend with permission from the head council. I sent the letter in already. I'm gonna get you in there today because it would be easier for that.
Easier to ask forgiveness than permission and all that.
I mean,
Oh. Above.
I said that as me, above board.
Yeah. Well, she did send in the paperwork.
I mean, honestly, I was still thinking about trying out anyways, but okay.
Yeah. And besides, I'm just gonna test all you in one shot for your entrance exam as well, since I presume all of you would like to join the guild. Or nah, scratch that. I'm sorry. Put simply, so I'll be testing Michaeleen along with Abe. But if any of you would like to join the guild, I can test you at the same time.
I'm down.
Sounds good.
I was
to me.
hoping you'd say that.
I have a feeling she wants to beat my ass.
Oh, you don't say.
And what say you, almighty orc, as she looks towards Jawbone?
Hello.
Yes, hello to you too. Will you be joining on this training exercise?
Absolutely.
And for you too.
Jabon, just to be be sure you understand, joining in on the training exercise is essentially testing to see if you're able to join the order. Are you
Jawbone,
willing to join the order?
Jawbone,
Yes.
I would have you roll. Would you like to roll a history check, or do you just want to say your tell you what personal knowledge you know of the guild?
I have +0 to history. So, yeah, you tell me. It's fine.
Rough knowledge you don't know the exact rough details of the guild, but all you know is that they are a big hunting party, like official hunting party by all the civilized peoples, and they hunt big monsters, so lots of game. That's all you really know. So being a part of the guild seems like a really good thing to you.
Absolutely. Yeah, sign me up.
Okay then. And what about you, mage and scholar?
Estrella.
And Eiko?
I don't think I'd be able to pass such a test. It sounds quite rigorous, she says with kind of a meek little smile.
Oh, believe me. The test normally would be... Actually, good thing you mentioned that. Typically, the test we would put you in the Mirage Chamber and put you up against a suitable monster, ruby-ranked monster. But due to the Mirage Chamber not working, I'm going to be the monster.
For Estrella, I would have recommended a emerald rank monster.
Yeah,
Or
she'll be
even-
fine. We're all here.
Michaeleen, if she runs with you, she can handle her. She can probably handle me. As she kind of gives a bit of a slight toothy grin towards Estrella.
Seeing this, Estrella just kind of shrinks back. In a fight, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Don't
all right.
worry. You're small, all and petite enough. You have plenty of meat shields to hide behind.
Just Mayan Jawbone's
Oh,
ears
dear.
tingle. Meat shields.
Estrella just seeing their ears perhaps, she's just like, oh dear, all right, I will try and
This is
partake in the
my.
test, I guess.
And Eiko.
You said
What do you
meat shield. This is Jawbone's reaction.
You're asking if you'd like me to join the guild.
If you'd like, or if you just want to join in the exercise as well.
I'm surprised you're offering. You had a hint of who you knew if you had a hint of knowledge of who I am and what I have done. You may want to reconsider, but I shall take your offer.
Oh, believe me, Count Ayako. Or should I say, hey, what's your past name or name that people would fear you by?
The Scourge of Fujitaro.
Or should I say
The Scourge, not Scourge. That's pronounced Scourge.
Or should I say the Scourge of Fugetaki?
Fujitaro.
Or should I say the Scourge of Fudetaku?
Fujitaro.
Oh,
Nicely done, Gringo.
food.
Okay.
I'm butchering that terribly.
Bro.
Going to kill you now.
Fujitaro.
I'm sorry, it's Japanese, not my
Can we get
fault.
that? Can we get that in
It's
quotes?
not
please?
that hard.
It's
Fujitaro.
Fujitaro.
Fujitaro. I came up with it myself.
Fujitaro. Okay. The Scourge of Fuji.
You
If
say
he gets it wrong,
Can we just go?
Estrella,
Can we,
if he gets
can
it
we
wrong,
take this
hit him.
whole line from the top?
If he
Cut
gets it
all
wrong,
this
you
little
hit him.
shit out.
No, let's just cut it, but keep the audio and make it like a blooper.
Fujitaro.
Fujitaro.
Fujitaro, not Fujitaro.
Foodie taco.
No, we're not talking about tacos.
Fujitaro.
That is going to be an
Fujitaro.
inside joke for the rest of the campaign.
Also, headcanon.
Can we just say the Great Storm Dragon or some shit, please?
Just
No,
say
no.
Fujitaro. It's not that
Fine.
hard.
Just say it 3 times. Fujitaro, Fujitaro, Fujitaro.
Yep.
Fine.
Just
You
say
watch
Fuji.
anime. This shouldn't be that hard.
Just say Fuji, like Mount Fuji,
It's
and then Taro.
Fuji apple and then taro at the end. Fuji taro. Fuji like the apple.
Okay.
Or the mountain.
Anyway, Eiko, or shall I say the Scourge of Fujita? Bro.
You know what?
I
Taco
love
so
Viking's reaction.
bad.
Let's
Viking's
just
reaction
insert
is
me
my
saying
everything.
it. We'll dub it in post. We'll say, all right. We're gonna take my voice right now, and we're gonna insert it over what Salt says.
Jared's
So,
gonna put
all
a
right, I'm gonna
voice
say
note that it's just gonna say
Fujitaro.
DM can't speak.
Can you just put like a Reddit text to
what
speech
is this line to say?
Fujitaro over his voice?
We'll just cut my voice out and I'll dub
Fujitaro.
Fujitaro. All right,
Fujitaro.
you may now say the line.
Okay. Ayako, or shall I say the Scourge of Fujitaro?
Yeah.
There he goes.
Do you want me to give you a
sorry.
marshmallow? Do you want a cookie for your finally?
No.
Are
Can
you
we gotta move on, please? We gotta move on, please. I want to get the fight over with.
I want to fight.
He's gonna bully us with her now. He's well. He's
Bold
gonna
of your
try.
guild to
Well, Estrella is dead.
allow me to bold for your guild to give me the chance to join, considering the controversy that this might rile up.
Well, the thing is, you're in my house, and typically we are seen looked down upon due to us being mere dogs that hunt, and so we're used to controversy.
Bork.
Mm.
So, oh, I did not describe her office in the slightest. My apologies, everyone.
Just missing textures and
Man who just said he wants to get to the fight.
I'm sorry.
Focus,
Okay.
ADD, squirrel boy.
Fine. You know, I'll describe shit later. So, Michaeleen, I presume you know the way to the Mirage Chamber?
I know the way to the part where you actually sit down, but to actually enter the physical chamber, that would be something that the engineers would be mostly knowledgeable about.
As you say that, you hear a knock on the door, or she simply just nods to you, Michaeleen, and stuff, to open the door for him.
Michaeleen does so. He walks over and opens the door and looks down.
As you open the door and stuff, a certain dwarf walks in and stuff.
Good day, all. Good day, all. Michaeleen, good to see you. Daryl, it is good to see you as well. How has the wife been? She's been fine. Anyway, you wanted to see me, Aris.
Yes, as I need you to lead this lot into the Mirage Chamber proper. I'll join you shortly.
Just make sure to stay away from the crystal apparatuses. We still need to get them fixed.
Oh, understandable. But you and I both know, there's a safety mode where all of them go back into their housing.
True. But you know well and dear that sometimes they get stuck. And you know how fragile they are.
Well, for right now, the more of them inside is better than the ones sticking out.
Understood. This way, all.
As all of you proceed to follow this dwarf through the halls, at least, of the thing, going through various corridors and pathways, as you end up in front of this large door that, Michaeleen, for you at least, you were never allowed, like, you've seen it every now and then, but you were never allowed to even get near it and stuff, or even touch it. As he proceeds to walk up to the door, put his hand on it, and rotate a panel as it proceeds to as it opens up, it opens up to this large courtyard that is holding this massive white dome in it.
It's actually
with
crystal clear. And on the
Crystal clear.
outside, there are
Panel.
seating things for order members
Sure,
to look
describe.
down and see. It's essentially, the massive dome is like a crystal in itself. It's crystal clear. And on the outside of the dome is like
Typical arena.
no bleachers, like for order members to sit and watch tests being done, or if someone wants to duel another person and be able to duel to the death, air quotes, using the Mirage Chamber, there are those who want to watch that. Those who would, there's just spectacle seating.
Yes.
And
I will
is there anybody who realizes, oh shit, there's people in there? Hey, get people around here. There's a fight going to go on.
I'm going to say no, particularly due to the Mirage Chamber being down there, keeping people away from it.
Okay.
At the moment. Plus us knowing how thing is, they don't want to draw much attention. It's a bit more of a private match.
Right.
Kind of thing. Again, remember, Ace, basically star player coming back and being tested. And so lots of people, she doesn't want to have any interactions.
Right.
So all of you proceed to the Mirage Chamber as the dwarf walks open to it. And, well, above board, give like a little safety speech on the whole being careful and stuff, and then describe how he opens it.
Warning.
All right. Stay near the center of the chamber. You see those crystals sticking out? Those are the broken ones. We don't need them getting any more broke. The good ones are hidden safely in the walls, but stay away from those damn things. Understood?
Abe's immediately gonna go at them.
Yes, sir. I'm going to hit the rest of
Yes.
them. I'll be right back.
And as for... you know what? Just don't try and kill each other. We don't need to be cleaning up anybody's corpses in here. Especially not yours, Eris. Or yours, Michaeleen. We just got you back. Lot of us thought you were dead, by the way. This is the first I'm seeing of you.
Eris?
Sorry about that, Darren.
Okay. You know what? Good. I'll let be summoned. Okay.
Okay.
So, Eris will be proceeding to... Okay, I was actually going to have Eris, like, join you guys later, but sure. I'll say she's there for continuity's sake. Like, so everyone proceeds to walk in as she proceeds to walk... As she proceeds to walk in behind you guys. Well, to put them... I believe there are many things... What? Okay. You're not the first recruits. Okay. This is not my first time I'm giving this test, and most certainly will not be my last. Nor will be yours. All of you are being welcomed into the order to help defend those who cannot defend themselves. There are things that hunt us in the night. We are the ones who hunt them. As you see her proceed to walk in, as all of a sudden you hear her walk in normally, but then all of a sudden you hear the sound of clinking with each one of her steps. As you hear some like over her, as you see she walks in a silver suit of armor, with a helmet resting on her side. Alright.
It's been a while since I've seen that set of armor on you.
He
Indeed.
says as he casually taps his toes to his heels, activating his boots of speed. Very casually.
Don't worry, Michaeleen. I won't be fighting in this form anyways. She says that audibly and out loud.
I wouldn't have
Eiko's
thought
going
it.
to draw his sword. Or at least keep his hands on the handle, ready to draw.
Michaeleen's going to also casually scratch at his chest and casually, without uttering audible words, cast on himself Long Strider and Haste.
Okay. Mark those down on your as active.
Mm-hmm.
She simply looks at all of you. So, you want to take your positions? As she's standing in the middle of the chamber, instead of holding her helmet.
Eiko takes a good few steps away and draws his sword.
Abe.
Fight time, bro.
Fight time.
So, put simply, Eris is standing in the center of the chamber in a silver suit of armor, holding a helmet next to her side. And she just asked if you guys want to get into your fighting stances. Everyone describe what your stance is.
Taking a deep breath, Estrella pulls out her staff and transforms into her magical coral form.
Hi, it's me, your magical girl.
His name is
Mascot.
Spindleflick. His name is Spindleflick.
Hi, it's me, Spindleflick. Nice to see you again, Estrella.
Hold on, wait a minute.
Different.
That's because I'm wearing a glamour.
Somebody shut that thing up.
Anyway.
Ugh.
I know. He's a lot.
Kain's sword is just gonna come. He's not gonna draw it out of his body like he did before. It's gonna come out.
he's gonna like throw it out of his arm and just. And he's just gonna do a little whistle, and the arrow is gonna just be in the air.
Eiko just dipped. There you
It's
go.
because
Didn't
his
make it.
mic.
Okay. Jawbone,
Yeah.
what's your combat position? She just gave you permission to take one.
Crouch.
Or asked if you can.
Basically, just like a ready crouch stance while holding my jawbone weapon in front of me. Guarding.
Okay.
Michaeleen
Abe
is
quite
going
literally
to-
just pulls out both guns and goes. And he's ready to fire with either one of them.
Okay.
He's slightly crouched, ready to go.
Okay.
Abe
So-
needs back cannons.
Okay. Is everyone ready?
Of course, Eris.
as he takes out his phantom blade and stands in a low guard position.
Mm-hmm. As she proceeds to put on her helmet, snaps into place. Her voice gets muffled. Just saying, and I'm not gonna go easy on any of you. As you see her proceed to all of a sudden kind of like lean forward, kind of stretch, as you almost see her body kind of stretch and elongate, as the armor itself begins shifting and opening up. As you see her stature increases by 5 feet, as you see bits of fur begin coming out from the armor and stuff. The gauntlets open up, revealing her hands, and have been grown and clawed. As the helmet proceeds to open up and unfold back, revealing a wolf's head, and as jet black fur covers her body, along with the armor.
I wouldn't expect you to hold back on this, Eris.
At least make
Kane's
us.
original character would have Kane's original form would have liked quite a bit.
At least make this fun for me. She immediately bolts towards you guys.
Okay, at that, Michaeleen is going.
One moment.
Okay.
I'm picking which one. And she goes for first.
Oh, we're
Initiative?
not doing initiative.
One moment.
Is it the magical girl?
She goes after Kain. Kain first. Now initiative.
Well, we know Kane's dying first.
Combat music.
Okay, I got a 19.
I got a 20 on that. I got a dirty 20.
If I
got
roll
a
earlier,
five.
does
Okay,
that count,
I
or do
got
I have to roll
my
again?
initiative is
No,
plus
you have to
3,
roll
so
that.
19, 20, 21, 22.
Okay, I want everyone to post their turn order in the VC chat.
Ouch!
That's an 18 plus my dexterity modifier. So,
No, it's plus your initiative.
Yeah.
Which is Dex.
Oh wait, hold on.
Your initiative is your Dex mod.
so that does make it an 18 because I got a 16. My dex modifier is 2.
Okay.
Kane, what's your... You got a natural 20, Kane?
I got a dirty 20.
Okay.
Give your 20s a bath.
Oh, Jumbo, no.
Poor job.
Oh, geez.
I mean, it's not like we're facing multiple different people. It's just one for now.
Yeah, but she's a
One
level
level
20
20.
Yeah, you
adventurer.
forget that she's not exactly fodder.
Yes,
She is...
but
She's
somebody was
Commander
gonna have
Eris
to go last.
Valheim, leader of the Wolf chapter.
Like, we
of
know
the
she's
Order
going
of
first.
Thor.
We know she's going first. So somebody would have to be last anyways.
That is
So
true.
no matter how low the number, it doesn't really matter. She's not going after you right now. I'm the one in danger.
I'm in danger.
Oh no.
I'm in danger.
Spindle Thwick when he realizes that all the party really does not like him.
This is not gonna end well. This doesn't seem like it'll end well for Spindlethwick.
Spindleflick.
No, we don't mind Spindlethwick because we just go and peek underneath.
Spindlethwick may not survive.
Just, hey! Hey, you
Remember, Spindlethwick himself has multiple different forms himself. He's got that New Jersey dirty sort
Spindlethwick
of.
should take a page out of Estrella's book and show some skin.
He just shows up wearing boxer briefs and looks like fucking.
No.
Go.
Spindlethwick, next time he shows up, he's got to be wearing garters.
Okay.
Garters and tidy whities.
You gotta be wearing
Okay.
Gotta be wearing the Borat bikini.
Okay.
No.
So in this shape, god damn it! Why?
Natural fucking 20.
Fuck you! Fuck you!
Fuck you again.
She's champion too, so she crits on 19s as well.
Hold on.
Well,
we at least gotta be thankful for one thing. At least Gub Gub is not here.
Fuck you.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd be using Gub Gub as a weapon.
Bah.
So
Go!
So that is a natural 20 to hit. In addition, that's a plus 11 on top of that. So 31 overall to hit. Evan, she's rolling damage. And remember, she's using her bare hands for this, for all of her attacks.
Oh, joy.
Joy.
Oh, I think Michaeleen's also going to activate that bug armor that's just the suit. Just
He's
the,
gonna
chest piece
see
at the
this
moment.
and he's gonna be like, oh.
Yep. Okay. That is, I rolled low. By the way, her base hits. Okay, I do have the wolf.
I'm activating my.
I do have the werewolf thing ability thing open on my thing, but I have adjusted it a little bit. So
I have a pretty high health pool. We'll have to see what she does, because this might be over quick.
So 10 points of damage. Actually, no, I forgot the damage boost. That would be additional.
10 times 2.
Plus 20 points of damage. On
And just
first
like
attack.
that, a third of my health is gone.
First attack, 22 points of damage. She ends up like swiping at you and stuff. Roll me strength check. DC, I'll say 16 to be nice.
That's an 18 on the die.
Okay, you managed to hold your footing down. Does a 22 hit?
Yes.
Rolling damage.
God damn.
That's another 10. That's another 10 points of damage.
I'm already fucking bloodied.
She ends up like dying, slashing you down. You manage to hold your balance, but as you try to steady yourself and stuff, she ends up coming at you with another claw swipe attack. As she kind of like gets up in your face and stuff. Enjoying having my attention?
Right now, not really.
She just smiles with a toothy grin.
A wolfish grin.
For 2
A
months,
literal
enter the fight.
wolfish grin.
I'm just
And
gonna.
that's the end of her turn.
Okay, Michaeleen's turn. Michaeleen, with his... Okay, so Longstrider gives him 10 extra movement speed. He's got haste on, which is ×2. He's got his boots of speed, which is another ×2. He's going to activate his feline agility, which is another ×2. And what he's going to do is he's going to flash forward and take a slash at Eris. And simultaneously, he's going to try and do some sleight of hand and place 3 Glyph of Warding cards in her waistband.
Okay, to place one, So for each one, you're gonna have to make 3 separate checks for.
Okay. First for hit. That's a natural 20.
Show it.
Come on. Okay. With my with my desk up like that.
Okay, good.
With my desk up in standing position, I can't really pull my camera down very well. Anyway, so for the slash attack going that fast, yeah, he's going to use the Phantom Blade's ability to pass through the person unscathed and charge up that massive amount of damage.
Actually, no, not 20s. Remember, not 20s.
Oh, right. So the Phantom Blade does it's a +2 longsword base, but with Michaeleen's rapid movement speed, what was the actual multiplier that we decided on for that?
I think it was like what? Every 10 feet you get to add like a what, d6? You're basically adding fall damage onto your hits.
Right. How far away was he when he feline blitzed her?
Well, technically, we were all pretty close, and she's right in front of my face.
Right.
Okay, I'm gonna say this. So I'm gonna say the size of the room. I'm gonna say the size of the room is, let's say, 1,000 feet.
How many squares would that be?
About 500, roughly.
Okay, 500 by 500 squares. That works.
It's rounded, of course, but basically she was dead center. So you could... Okay, how far does everyone want to be away from her, starting off?
I don't get a choice at this point.
Estrella wants to be as far away from her as she can, because she knows that she is very small.
Michaeleen would probably be at least 60 feet away from her.
Okay.
So
that'd
adding
be...
66 of extra damage.
Yeah, for every 10 feet, so additional damage on top.
Okay. How much does a regular +2 longsword do?
I won't want... Ooh. Ooh. Okay. I actually have her underpowered, so put it this way, Nate?
Sir, you can't scale her to Michaeleen's speed.
No. Oh, I'm grabbing her fighting styles real quick. She has unarmed fighting. Technically, I was supposed to be doing d8s. I did 2d6 instead. So,
she's going easy on us just a little bit. She
Hold on,
said she
how does
wasn't going to go
D8
easy on us, but I say
How does
she'd probably
D8
go easy.
translate to from? How did you get a 10? What?
Okay. No. I'm using 2d6. I use 2d6 to fight her for those hits. But technically with the fighting style unarmored, it should be, as long as she's not wielding a weapon, she isn't, it should be a d8
unarmed?
instead. Yeah, unarmed.
Okay, it's 1d8 slashing damage for a longsword.
The fact that you did a third of my health in one hit should probably stay around.
Well, again, I have a method to our madness and stuff, so yeah.
Okay. I'm going to roll for the damage of the longsword. Okay. Okay. Initial. That is an 8 for the longsword, +2, because it's a +2 longsword. Now I need to roll or 6d6 because I moved 60 feet in that feline blitz. It's 2. Okay, a 3, a 2, and a 1 for the first. That is a 4, a 5, and a 6. So that is 31 damage off the bat for Michaeleen. And now I need to make those 3 sleight of hand checks to place 3 glyph of warding cards on her.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna say DC for that. Would you have to
Well,
beat
he
her
rolled a
passive?
nat 20 on one of them.
No. This is separate. So he rolled a nat 20 to hit. Wait. Did you double?
No, he rolled a nat 20.
Oh, I
for
need to
the
double
glyph of
that
warding.
because it's all a crit.
Yeah.
I thought he rolled the nat 20 for the sleight of hand check originally.
Okay,
No,
so
that was
that's
the hit.
62 damage because he crit.
I
Okay.
remembered it being on glyph of warding.
Okay, so my sleight of hand for getting those 3 cards in her waistband.
Mhm.
I have a plus 5 in sleight of hand.
Plus 5 in sleight of hand, so she would basically have to beat. So she would have to beat yours with a perception check.
Okay.
She is being observant.
15 plus 5, dirty 20 for 1. Another 15. Not even joking. So another dirty 20. And that landed on my keyboard, so I'm not going to count it. That's a 10 plus 5, 15.
Okay, so I have to beat 2 20s and 15.
Yes.
Fail. 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 She doesn't notice.
Okay. So after Michaeleen gets that in her waistband, he's going to basically continue forward at least another 30 feet in front of her after the slash.
That is going to be a disengage action and stuff, so she is going to try to take a swipe at you.
Okay.
I presume a 14 misses.
Yeah, my armor class is 17, plus I have the bug armor chest piece on, which gives me another plus 2 to that. So yeah.
Okay, so she sees you just a blur, like you kind of come off of a deal. She kind of like gets surprised and stuff, so that shock allowed you to get the cards in and stuff. She tries to take a swipe at you, but completely whiffs it.
Commander Valheim, I told you I got faster.
As he holds up his fingers like this, with his back facing her, and snaps, and all 3 blow.
How much damage?
Okay. A glyph of warding explosion, and all 3 of them are thunder damage.
Okay.
Glyph of warding explosion does. Hold on, let me pull up spells. Um. 20-foot sphere. The sphere. 5d8.
Range?
20-foot sphere.
Roll damage?
Okay, so 5d8 for 3 times. Jeez, I'm doing a butt ton of damage right now.
If you want, you can roll it for 1 and then multiply that by 3.
Okay. 5d8. So 1, 2. Need to get out another couple. So that is that one. I have 3d8. Need to get out. I have a lot of dice. Hold on. 48. And I think I have one more dice set.
Jeez.
Yeah, I'm doing a fuck ton of damage right now. All right, 5d8s going at you right now. Okay. So that is a 2, a 7. Hold on. I need to pull up my calculator. A 2 plus a 7 plus a 5 plus another 2 plus a 3 times 3. Hold on. 19 times 3. 57.
The explosions, Rise's explosions go off and stuff. You see Eris is kind of shocked and takes damage from it. But you see Kain proceed to fall backwards as he takes 57 points of damage as well.
Oh shit, I forgot about Kain being there.
I'm dead.
I am going to say this. You are unconscious. Put it this way, she was able to react. I rolled for this. She was able to react fast enough. She deliberately took the brunt of it. You're unconscious. I'll be nice and make you unconscious. While you
just create a new
pass out.
character line.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I wouldn't be
I
creating a new
think
character.
I screwed up there.
Michaeleen, rule number 1, be aware of your surroundings.
Right.
As she proceeds to... By the way, she gently puts you down, by the way, so you don't break your head or bonk your head on the ground.
Right. I feel bad now. I'm sorry, Kain.
I was just smiling, I think, when you put those cards on, because I remembered.
I gotta remember the
I literally
position of my
even
combat.
said she is right in front of me.
Right, sorry. Michaeleen should have told you, get away from her.
I'll say that you kind of got caught up in the high of taking the thing and wasn't thinking clearly.
Right.
Abe, how do you react to this?
Right, because it's Abe next.
Not just that, that's his brother.
I am the only thing this man cares about.
Are you sure about that?
Yes.
His
Zip
I
silence
am
it.
the
is
only
very telling.
thing. I am the only thing that man cares about.
I'm just going to say this while still in character, but I'm pretty sure his silence is very telling.
Well, Abe,
Am I wrong?
it is your turn, technically. How would you like to react to this? I think Michaeleen will be getting a couple new holes here pretty soon.
I'm so very sorry. I am very squishy. I'm a glass cannon, please.
Time for the glass cannon to act like a glass cannon.
He is both impressed and pissed off at the same time, probably. Abe, can we please get a response from you? The suspense is killing us.
He's milking it at this point.
No, because
What does the milk taste like?
I know
If
what
he's
I
milking
would
it,
do.
What does the milk taste like?
Dare would laugh. Abe would probably try to kill him.
I would absolutely just sit there and laugh. Like, I'd be like, haha, fucker, too close.
I'm gonna get another
I wasn't
shot, I'll
even
be
the
right
one
back.
too close. He just decides, oh, he's right next to my ally. Here, let me put bombs.
I'm sorry. I
He
thought
didn't
you
think
ran
of it.
away.
He didn't
After
think
I
of it.
already lost a third of my health.
You know what? All right. Abe is going to attack. Abe has dual wielder. Abe is able to attack twice. And
At
so
two targets?
he will be attacking 2 different targets.
Oh, jeez.
Okay.
I will allow disadvantage on one of them because he's aiming for a kneecap.
Oh.
Ugh,
Actually, that honestly, just calling the kneecap would impose disadvantage. Since
No,
it's a
I know,
called shot.
I know.
Can I
Yeah.
cancel it out with my advantage on a roll?
Don't worry. Don't worry.
Sorry, Fred, you're dead.
No, don't worry. All right, here we go.
We have a lot of inspiration points.
Okay. That's a 19.
I feel like I'm going to be hurt very soon.
You will be.
I apologize profusely for this. I would like
this
to
is gonna be a good
apologize.
My brother's getting revenge for me. That works.
Keep in mind, he's also kind of been fighting against things alone a lot. He hasn't really had to mesh with
for
the
the
team in a
past
long
what?
time.
For the past what month? Few
I
months.
I get that, but we haven't really coordinated like he's really used to
Okay.
with his old team.
2 shots, 1 at disadvantage. DM, I'm gonna let you take these unmodified rolls first and decide where to put them before I modify them.
Okay.
Oh
A
boy.
19, an 11,
Oh boy.
and a 15.
All right.
15. I presume the 19 and 11 are the disadvantage roll?
Well, they were my first 2.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
like a wet
disadvantage.
Viking.
So, disadvantage, advantage, the 11 would take, so you have an 11 and 15.
I have a
And-
19 and a 24.
Salt's just
Michaeleen, does that hit?
Oh!
Say it one more time. Say it one more time, please, for the audience in the back.
I rolled an 11 with my disadvantage and a 15 for the attack on the Diamond class Monster Hunter. So therefore, my attack rolls were a 19 and a 25.
What?
Or 24, sorry, 24.
Okay. I presume you're going to put the better hit. Put it this way, the 24 is going to Eris, the 19 is going to Michaeleen.
Yes.
And that
Kneecap.
does hit me because my normal armor class is 17, but with the bug armor chest piece, it goes up to 19, so that just hits.
I'm half tempted to add something here for funsies, for AC and stuff, but just for the sheer penance, I'm not going to touch this. You get straight damage.
Fuck.
Put it this way. You being pissed at me, I can deal with. Dare, on the other hand, not so much.
Ha. Scaredy cat.
No, I have good reason. I have good fucking reason.
Yeah, scaredy cat. Do.
Dare, do you want to explain a little bit why I have respect for you?
No, by
There
all
has
means.
dirt on it.
I like just knowing that he has an innate fear of you.
Not
makes
fear,
me happy.
respect.
Michaeleen.
Yes.
So I'm sorry.
I just want to say I'd like to apologize.
I'm very, very sorry.
So,
I'll
Michaeleen.
cook you an apology meal.
So, Michaeleen. 32.
Okay.
Damage.
32 damage. That's one
Okay.
bullet.
Okay.
Now, let's do the.
And you're crippled because it hits your kneecap.
Okay.
There, check your DMs real quick.
Should have cast Blade Ward on myself.
That's an action. You wouldn't have been able to hit then.
Shit, dropped it. That's okay. We'll just re-roll it.
I allow it.
I feel better now.
Okay.
Kain, I'm sorry.
Well,
Just wait until I describe shit.
well. Okay. So, our opponent only takes 27 damage. So,
Right.
Abe, seeing Michaeleen blow up his brother in the attempt to show off for his old mentor, immediately, having had both guns pointed at her, without even looking, points one at his kneecap and pulls the trigger, blasting his kneecap straight off.
No. You don't just do that. Michaeleen has lost a leg at the knee.
Oh my goodness.
So, Michaeleen.
As he's still looking at the instructor, he pulls the trigger and is able to hit her probably somewhere in the chest or stomach.
I'll say shoulder
There we go.
overall. Anyway, so Michaeleen, you are striding and stuff. Then all of a sudden, you know what? Front leg or back leg?
Either way, I've got no fucking leg.
Okay, you proceed to your back leg and stuff. You take a stride. All of a sudden, stuff, your back leg outstretches, and all of a sudden, you see that you did have something at the end of your knee, but now nothing's there. As you proceed to roll on the ground. And momentum-wise, how far would you be taken?
I'd
With
say
that.
at least a good
20
20
feet?
extra feet.
You take 2d6 bludgeon. You take 2d6 falling damage
Oh boy.
horizontally.
A 5.
9 points altogether. I
And
rolled myself.
Okay. Okay, fuck.
You are
Fuck me.
bleeding profusely.
Okay. I'm
He's
gonna
doing
take
the
a
Peter
step away
Griffin.
from my microphone to do this.
Can you do that again? Can you
No,
do that again?
no. Eiko, shut
There,
the
make
fuck up.
that a sound
Oh my
clip.
God.
Make that a
Oh my
soundboard clip,
God.
dog.
Oh my god,
Do that for, like,
Michaeleen, we
Goofy
heard that
Disney.
perfectly. We heard it so well.
You fucker, you took my leg off!
You fucking blew up my brother! Abe has not once looked towards him or at all. He's now got both guns trained on her again. He hasn't even glanced Michaeleen's way.
This was supposed to be my test, and now I'm down a leg and down to 34 HP.
Well, then it's a good thing you're friends with a bird who happens to know healing.
Can you repair a missing leg?
I will try my
Okay,
best. damn it.
above board and stuff. Healing can be done to repair. Okay, this is how healing magic works in my game. If your leg gets removed, if the leg is brought back and healing magic is used on the fucking spot, it can be restored and brought back, made as new.
Estrella is going to do that.
I have some bad news.
Did you turn my leg into a fine red mist, or is it just somewhere on the battlefield?
I have some bad news. My gun
swear
has
to
explosive
fucking God.
bullets. So
Well, there goes
most
my
of your
adventuring
leg
career.
is
Good
still
night,
there.
everybody.
No!
Say that one more time. I didn't even fucking hear that.
So
I regret
most of the leg is still
everything.
there.
I regret my decisions. I regret everything.
However,
fix him.
Abe will fix it.
What, you gotta give him a new leg?
Abe will do one better. He'll give him
He'll
two.
clone me a leg.
He's
He'll
gonna
give him a
shoot the
little
other
wooden
one off.
cart and a.
I swear to fucking God, if you obliterate my other leg,
give you a stick to propel yourself.
Okay.
Hold on.
Okay.
Gotta make it even.
Estrella is in her magical girl form. She should have an advantage on healing.
Estrella's just looking at this.
She is in pure shock and horror and is looking for his leg.
Hold on.
She's looking for the missing leg.
How does our instructor react?
She proceeds to just stop, like, after getting hit. She's bleeding, but she honestly fair. Her just kind of looks around. Stop.
This is over.
I fucking hate you guys. Sometimes.
Don't blame Estrella.
I
Okay.
brought this on myself, but fuck, man.
You literally cast fireball with everyone in the room.
No,
You
it
did.
was you.
Same difference.
I
Just
thought
using
you
the
had more
physical
health than that.
I have 68 health.
We should have established this.
Okay, I am going to put this simply. He is a warlock. He is not a tanky thing at all. He is not a frontline fighter. He is a DPS at best. And DPSs typically are fairly delicate.
Man, I haven't even done anything yet.
Neither have I.
Right, I'm getting demoted down to probably Emerald now.
She's gonna be like, okay, rookie mistake.
Okay. Okay, back into scene. Well, I clearly learned a lot already. She proceeds to
Hold on.
look at...
Abe's gonna look over at Michaeleen and be like, I swear to God, that was fucking instinct.
Well,
I think
regardless,
Michaeleen is just passed out from shock right now.
Michaeleen's just
roll
like,
me a constitution check. Roll me a con check.
Oh boy.
he's just hunched over, looking at the nub.
That's a 3, so that's a 6.
I will add 5 to it.
He's just eyes open, unconscious, looking at the nub in just pure shock, like.
And Estrella is currently trying to stop bleeding. She's trying to heal.
Estrella's over there and stuff. She's healing. Cass. Okay. You proceed to gather his bottom half of his leg and put it in, doing your best.
You're gathering up the bits of my leg.
Yeah.
I fit it together like a puzzle piece, sew it together.
I'm a bullshit this
Estrella?
is a one-time thing. Can I bullshit?
I was already
something?
gonna do something, but what you got in mind bullshitting wise?
Okay, so despite me being an asshole and getting murdered almost, a little lump of parasite is just gonna slither over towards the remains of Michaeleen's leg, gobble them up, go over to his nub, and start rebuilding it.
I was just gonna have Varys pull out a powerful, like basically a powerful healing item to use, but sure. I'll say that your slime parasite just reconstitutes his leg, but doesn't attach it since you don't have that capability. That work?
Sure.
That's all right.
Asking Kain.
A lot of us.
Kain,
can
it
do
was his ad lib.
Yes.
Okay, sure.
Oddly enough, Abe has mending wound as well, or cure wounds as well.
So then, Black's parasite proceeds to do that, goes back into Kain. Ain. Estrella, you do your best again. Eris just proceeds to walk over and just drop a scroll on top of the leg. Engages on the spot. The leg is mended and healed the way it is.
I'll be right
He's
back.
still
Scar
unconscious
going
on the
all the way
ground.
around his leg now.
I'll be right back.
Yes,
Sure.
there's a really nasty scar.
Sure. I'll say this. You now have a permanent white scarring underneath your knee of your.
Right.
So pick which leg got hit.
Left leg. He's right
Left leg.
dominant.
Yeah, your left leg now has a white ring directly underneath the knee joint itself. Permanent.
Fuck.
Your leg works perfectly fine. Okay.
I'm still unconscious on the ground, just FYI.
Mm-hmm.
Michaeleen is also now unconscious.
Well,
see
this was
things.
fun. Let's do this again sometimes. As he quickly starts to back away.
You quickly proceed to feel a large hand on your shoulder.
Oh fuck.
I don't know why I spend time with all of you now that I really think of it.
You clearly do not understand. Okay. Leaving so soon?
I've got a couple things I need to go do.
I need to go help
Well,
my brother.
I believe those can wait temporarily. You made a bit of a mess. You have to clean it up now.
Does
No,
it
it's
make
already
any
clean.
difference that I didn't mean to?
Is that gun yours?
Maybe.
Then it's your fault.
I mean, technically,
Fine.
my parasite kind of cleaned up the mess.
Okay.
The only blood that's left around is the blood that came out of the out of Eris and the blood that is covering my body.
Okay. As she proceeds to walk, she proceeds kind of dragging you by the shoulder and stuff behind her. Under a little bit. And she walks over to Michaeleen. Michaeleen, get up. And just the natural training and stuff, Michaeleen, you hear her voice and you kind of start coming to on the spot as you start kind of.
What happened?
And then he just looks at his knee. I had an awful dirt nightmare. Ah! He just feels phantom pain.
I thought What happened?
Put simply, you performed a very risky maneuver. You dealt damage to the monster, but you forgot to check if allies were in the radius. Your friend got hurt. I took the brunt of it though, so he is not dead. And in repentance, for some reason, you're his brother or mechanical friend, and decided to blow your leg off at the knee, under the knee.
Hearing that, he jolts up and looks at his legs, seeing that they're both intact. He looks closer and finds the scar.
By the way, the clothing around your left leg is like from the bottom down blown to rat shit.
I was gonna say, you're gonna need a new pair of pants.
I'm gonna need a new fucking boot of speed. I need a new one.
His boots
That's
gone.
fine. I made the old one.
No, you didn't. I bought them.
Oh. Well, then give me the other one. I'll recreate it.
Anyway.
You'll make them quadruple as fast. So instead of being a ×2, it'll be a ×4.
Or I can make other improvements.
Anyways. Get up.
You could thank the parasite and your
Eris,
friends for being able to
I'm
heal
sorry.
your ass.
No, you haven't been here. You haven't been with the order for a bit. Mistakes are happened. What I am surprised more so is this one here. As she kind of jolts Abe forward.
Oh, fuck! What? What about me?
You kind
Okay,
of blew
I
up
do
my
not-
leg.
Michaeleen, zip it. Okay, you
Yes.
two are gonna answer. You're gonna. She looks at Abe. You're gonna answer a very simple question. What is your relationship to the other one, on that took the blast?
You mean the black one?
Yes.
That's my brother. Don't ask. It's a
Your
complicated situation.
I don't care. Major thing as a hunter when hunting with family, keep your emotions in check. Like, regardless if that happens again, do not harm your other teammates. If I ever hear you do this again, I'll kill you myself. Do we have an understanding?
What are emotions?
At that, she kind of slaps him.
No. She just proceeds to boom into the ground.
Thank you.
Can somebody come heal me now?
Abe is gonna immediately stand up, ready for another fight.
He's gonna be like, "Bring it, bitch!" Just full on, just cannons
Okay.
everywhere.
Okay. I want
You're
Abe,
unconscious.
I want Abe to roll me either an insight check or just a perception check on Eris right now.
Okay.
He's intelligent. No, investigation or insight. I'll do those two.
Okay.
He's intelligent and observant.
That
A parasite
is
has a taste for blood.
27.
Okay. It's rather easy to tell, at least with your logical brain stuff, you realize two things. A, she's pissed. B, yeah, she is not having any bullshit right now.
I'm going to quite literally square up to her. Look, I didn't do it intentionally. It's full instinct. If you've got a fucking problem with that, take it up with me later. To be fully honest,
Estrella-
I don't give a goddamn rat's ass for any of these people. It's hard to give a fuck when I haven't had humanity in 400 plus years.
She just kind of just low growl underneath her breath as she proceeds to transform back. I can take her helmet off. She hands it over to the dwarf. The rest of you, I didn't see how you performed, so I do not know. I will if you wish to get into the guild proper, talk to me later today. I'll schedule a proper train. I'll schedule you with one of the other trainers to examine to see if you get in. And she walks over to Kain and kind of wakes you up.
I am literally at 0 and unconscious.
She uses a health potion and brings you back up.
Ow!
Michaeleen's gonna walk over and offer him his hand, and he's very much like body language, if you can imagine a very a cat that is very apologetic, in trouble, very guilty.
I'm almost gonna kind of say, for like with Kane's character, it kind of happened so quickly for him. I think he wouldn't have really picked up on it, or maybe like for like a
Kain
brief.
doesn't really know what happened. He just saw a bright light.
Yeah, so he kind of wakes up and just you see that Michaeleen, his underneath his left leg clothing seemed to get effed up and stuff, and yes.
I taste blood.
Yeah, it's yours.
That
Estrella?
might be my
I'm just gonna look down. Jesus! Sorry.
Holy crap! As you see all the blood and stuff, so you see that blood's on you, but you see underneath and stuff where the wounds were have been sealed.
Yeah, my body already is. It's like reabsorbing my. air quotes,
Yeah.
blood.
Estrella gives.
My blood
give-
ain't red.
She still gives Kain her handkerchief. Would this help? She seems very pale, despite the fact that with her disguise on, she has sort of a tan to her. She seems a little. She kind of looks like coffee with milk in it.
So around Kain, you're just as he's gonna take Michaeleen's hand to get up.
Ken, I'm sorry that it was my fault.
So before you continue, you're just gonna see just black ooze pour out of him onto the ground
Yeah.
and come back up.
Oh my.
Well, to
That
put
blood I taste ain't mine.
as you get a feel for it, you kind of pick up and stuff and see that Eris, like from the armor, like various gaps, like the slits of the armor, you can see what looks like to be black blood dripping out.
I've tasted 2 people's blood today.
Ken, I'm sorry. It's just like the colossal bullet. Back when you were in its mouth, I did something that nearly cost you your life. And I did that again. I'm sorry. I've been on my own for too long. I'm not used to fighting in a group anymore.
Sounds
I'm
like we need
sorry.
to take your cards away. Kane's not like pissed because he doesn't really understand what happened yet.
Yes.
He's not in pain.
So, overall, the rankings I can give her half the party at least. Michaeleen, you did screw up with forgetting your party, but you did surprise me with that speed boost you had. If you can fine tune it and manage your surroundings better, I think you'll make great strides in the future. It has been a while since you've been here, though. You were like what's like high ruby, like clear,
Full clarity.
full clarity.
A full clarity ruby.
So the clarity system is cloudy. It goes from dull to cloudy to clear to full clarity.
Full clarity. You will full clarity. I'm going to drop you to clear
I
here
understand.
with your ranking. Kain, even though you weren't able to get any swings, you were able to take 2 hits from me in my beast form. I'll commend that. Dull Ruby. And you. Due to what I've seen stuff up, I cannot comfortably trust us a party of hunters and stuff up in your. I cannot let you in a rank of a group of hunters and stuff. I cannot trust us, you or the safety of their lives with you. I will not allow it. You do not get a rank. You're more than welcome to join the mechanical. You're more than welcome to join the crafting branch of the guild, though. Your services will be very much used.
I'll happily take them on. You built that gun yourself, did you?
Yes, I did.
He nods.
Right. I'm starting you off at iron rank. You'll work your way up, but from what I've seen, you'll make silver in no time.
Eris will proceed to walk out of the room. Her armor will almost kind of fold in on itself and kind of disappear as she basically sends it back to its case. Ace. As you see her, she walks out with a very
Estrella.
disgruntled thing. So,
Abe is gonna walk up to Michaeleen. I apologize for blowing your leg off. To be honest, I don't really know what came over me. It won't happen again.
No. It will, because I know it came over you. What you felt was rage. Rage for someone hurting the only family you have left. I know that feeling. Probably more than anyone else.
That
I
would
don't
be-
blame you.
That would be a new one for me. Still, I apologize.
Estrella
He
transforms.
looks at his leg and sort of stamps a couple times.
Well, it's a bit tender, but it seems to be all right now.
I could try and cure the tenderness if that helps. I'm sorry that I wasn't very useful.
It's fine.
Can anybody
It's
explain
very-
why I taste the cat's blood?
No. Michaeleen, if you could hand me the other... I'd understand. I destroyed one of the boots. Could you hand me
He-
the other?
Looks down.
Right.
Sees his bare foot.
He lifts up his other leg, standing on his what was once obliterated leg. He takes off the boot and hands it over to him. And he looks at Estrella and says,
I'll live with the tenderness. It will serve as a reminder until it is better.
All right.
If I may.
Here. I'd appreciate it if you could make me another set.
Abe's like looking over the boot real quick. His eyes kind of like flash a different, like his like eye visor kind of like flashes a different color for a moment. Honestly, I could probably make it better.
Really? Do you think it could make me faster?
Michaeleen, the tenderness in your foot that you felt with it being regenerated will last for the next 2 hours.
Okay.
I've got
It's-
a quick little question.
Yes?
Earlier, am I hearing this right? Did Abe say I don't care about any of these people?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, good.
Abe does not.
Eiko's just gonna subtly like just put his sword away. Kinda just walk out of the room.
Like we should probably clarify this. Abe feels like no emotion towards anything other than he invented.
I
Even
did not
then,
hear
it's-
you whatsoever.
So Abe doesn't feel any emotion, like almost at all. He's starting to get emotions, like traveling with you guys, especially traveling with Kain because he's his brother. But for 400 years, he was alone and had no one to base emotions off of.
Mm.
We were
And
we were
remember,
10 when everything went down.
Yes.
I know. Eiko doesn't though.
Oh, that's true. Eiko doesn't.
I know,
that.
but
We haven't
Yeah.
really told everybody about us, have we?
yeah.
Not
Like
yet.
this game. They're gonna ask the story soon.
yeah, probably either later tonight, or probably next session. I'm voting next session.
Yeah.
Because that sounds like a lore dump.
Yeah.
Yes.
Estrella looks at everyone though, and she says, anyone else feel like having a drink after everything that happened?
I do.
Frankly, yes.
To be honest, yeah, I
Let's
think we
find
could
a
all use one.
Let's find a tavern. My treat. I will buy for everyone.
I think it's going to be Michaeleen's little pet project to help Abe understand emotion.
It's past that.
It's 10:13 now.
Okay. I think this is actually a pretty darn good place to end it for now.
I actually think this is a great part because we could literally lore dump at the tavern.
Yeah,
I think that works.
next next session, we can literally just
Like
have a
literally,
tavern lore dump.
we just saw the issues with our group not knowing enough about each other.
Okay, that's kind of perfect. And just saying, I think this is another one of those scenes and stuff that we have to get Heart Hunter drawing scene art for. Absolute.
Like,
I'm gonna
just like
say
frames
this
for the fight.
here so we can.
Okay. So basically, the rough thing I have her going on is like 2 to 3 frames and stuff of the whole thing. Right now, you can talk to her about this. It's for the episode when Michaeleen enters, that whole thing. We need to get her on some scene art for this, and it's like very basic, no color at all, just detail work.
Maybe
We need to-
having Michaeleen take in Kain's hands.
Also, I thought of something that might be funny. I don't know if we could incorporate it. At the end of every session before the outro, we give a little something to inspire the viewers. You want to do your own D&D campaign but have no idea what to do? Okay, here's something. And then, like, we take turns reading certain posts kind of like these. So...
I like that.
Neat idea, but again, we don't know what kind of posts.
I do have something I do want to say before we go into the next session next week. Eiko will drop the bomb of, if you really don't care about me or any of us, then why the fuck do you keep pursuing to mess with me any chance all of you get?
I mean,
You really
Michaeleen
don't
doesn't.
care about me. Why do you
Michaeleen
keep
doesn't do that.
And Estrella
If
doesn't
anything,
really
Michaeleen has been.
I'm talking about Kain and Abe.
Oh.
That
For
it's gonna come
Kain?
out in the lore dump.
It'll probably come out in the lore dump, but for Kain, I have no idea. For Abe, above board, he is literally experimenting on you.
Kain doesn't understand the.
If that's the explanation that
Age
gives
isn't
Eiko, I have
growing old
problems.
in the Shadow Realm isn't really a thing. So to him, you're just a cranky dude.
Lizard.
Dragon.
Just a cranky living
For
lizard.
400 years, I did nothing but killing, and then a little bit of ruling late on, but nothing but killing and getting stronger and barely spending air quotes not barely, but being raised by things that were really good at ending lives.
And Abe has seen you express like rage, emotion, and wants to incite it again.
He doesn't
As
understand.
I
scientific
could do a little lore
inquiry.
dumping as well, then. I might do a little lore dumping as well, considering the
we
whole
might need an
situation with
additional episode
Eiko.
for that.
No, I feel like we could fit it all in next episode. Oh,
Right.
let me
Yeah.
probably.
Okay. Can we do the outro first before?
Yeah, I
we
was just
continue
gonna
the
say
conversation?
we should do an outro real quick.
Okay. So outro this time is Jawbone's turn, and Goblins. So you guys get to work together.
Thank you for watching this episode of Relics of the Past.
And thank you for adventuring with us.
Thank you, Goblin. Tune in next week for the next part in our adventure.
And as always, fight on!
Well, he's certainly energetic. I admire his passion, though.